This is TWiT.
You know, and again, this is one where externally you don't necessarily see it as much as we feel it internally, is the work we've done to try to make our technology work for more human beings on the planet has been. We've taken, two steps forward and one step back. We've had some great success here and we've had some mistakes here. But this whole notion of trying to empower everybody, every person, every organization, if you want to whittle it down, you can say the technology we've built around inclusion has been, I think it's been sort of a watershed year for us. The learning tools we've been at for quite some time, the Microsoft Learning Tools, they started as a hackathon project. Now the learning tools are literally shipping in every version of Word and every version of Edge and every version of OneNote. And so kids with dyslexia and dysgraphia are, can have an experience that's a lot easier for them to learn how to read. And as we start to see Windows taking some share away from Chromebooks in the education space, even in the US, a lot of it is actually because teachers are excited about the learning tools and they want to have the learning tools for their classroom. So that's been kind of cool to see. We've added the dictation tool to them, which I personally really love, having the PC dictate content out to me. Of course, the Seeing AI app, which one of our engineers started as a hackathon project a couple of years ago. That's for vision impaired people to sort of narrate their world using their phone to just hold it up and explain what they're seeing. That's been very inspiring for people. And then just recently, of course, the thing that's probably nearest and dearest to me is this Xbox adaptive controller that the Xbox team built over 3 years. Again, started as a hackathon project with just a small team saying, hey, why do gamers who don't have great manual dexterity have to suffer through the controller that everyone else uses? Why don't we build something new? And, that's been just kind of awesome to see. And, none of these tools, the Seeing AI tool, the Learning tool, the Xbox Adaptive Controller, that none of them are going to be used by, a billion people compared to Word itself. But integrating them in to the tools that people use, it's very, very powerful. And so whether or not the outside world sees it or not, it's been a huge year of building more inclusive products. And we've learned, we've made some mistakes. We've learned that the data models that we feed our AI for face recognition, et cetera, have to be incredibly inclusive. There's a lot of hard problems here to solve, but open source was very visible. Inclusion, I think, was very visible to Microsoft employees. It may not have been as visible to everybody else, but for me, it's just a huge theme. And oh boy, I watched one of the Windows Weeklies a few weeks ago, and I had one of these moments. I think it was Leo who asked Paul, hey, should we show the Microsoft holiday ad?
And you said, yes, please.
Paul said something like, oh, God, no, please, no.
Well, I was expecting something cringe-inducing.
No, it was awesome.
And it actually was awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing it.
Also heard you say, right? I mean,
that was good feedback to me in that moment where Paul was saying,
I have a rich history with Microsoft advertising, so I thought something embarrassing was coming.
No, it was really, and I've been seeing it on the NFL. I've been seeing it like crazy. You obviously, you're putting it everywhere.
And Chris,
which is great.
real quick, if I could just defend myself, because apparently I was the target of that one.
You're just the Grinch. It's okay. You're the Grinch.
No, I don't want people to think I'm not.
Soft target. It was soft target.
No. Yeah, a target-rich environment. I'm not against inclusion. I mean, my son is deaf. My mother is legally blind. The complaints I've made have been very specific about things just coming from this community and understanding it that you're not, I don't mean you, Microsoft. I mean, a very specific feature in Windows 10 that I thought was implemented wrong, and I explained very clearly why. I mean, I'm not against inclusion. I mean,
no, you're an advocate.
No, it was more the sort of advertising discipline that I know isn't tasteful to everybody. And so when someone says, see an ad, someone says, yeah, I want to see an ad. Of course, I live in that world, so I'm like, yeah, I want to see that.
So no, but it was that ad was awesome. It was really nice.
Kathleen Hall and the advertising team and the Xbox team did a really nice job. You, of course, didn't know that the ad was going to be about inclusion at all. It was more a reaction to, gosh, we see a lot of holiday ads.
He's like, should I show the ad? It's like, oh, no, please don't do this.
But
could we vet it first?
The nice thing about that one, of course, was we picked, rather than doing an ad that was about, selling the latest Surface, which we do those ads too, of course, the team said, gosh, we just think we have a really powerful story in the Xbox Adaptive Controller. It's sort of symbolic of an important change at the company, and et cetera, et cetera. And Owen, this young boy, had a blast filming the ad. And he's not an actor. He's a real non-actor person who agreed to be part of it. And it turned out really beautifully. But I thought it was symbolic of this inclusion theme.